Hey there, I hope you're all well. I am doing something different today. I have purchased a DJI Mini Pro camera drone, and I thought it might be fun if we did some unboxing together today to see what comes in the box. It's a bundle pack, so it comes with the drone obviously, and the remote control, which has a screen on, and a few other spare things including batteries. So what I thought I'd do is unbox it with you so we can see what's in it together. As I said, it's actually a combo packet. According to the box, the battery lasts 34 minutes and it weighs 249 grams. There are certain rules in the UK over drones and having licenses to operate them. And I'll take you through those in a little bit. But first of all, let's focus on unboxing this drone. So 249 grams, so it's an ultralight drone. It is from DJI and it's a Mini 4 Pro. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. So when you open the box, there's a handy little carry case. It looks like it's all been packed in a carry case. So if I could take that out and let's open it up. So it feels like there's some stuff inside the lid to start, and then you've got 3 packs in there. So let's see what's inside the lid. So a little mini screwdriver, and this looks like some spare propellers, and in there, so there's 2 double packs of 2, and there's some little tiny screws inside the pack as well. So I've got three packs of these all together, or a couple of charging cables. So C to C, standard USB to C, an instruction manual or a little booklet, instructions. Then what do I have here? This looks like the charging hub, and the pack I bought comes with 2 batteries, so like that. Apparently each battery lasts 34 minutes, and as you can see, you can charge it in this hub. So this is a charging hub, so you plug it in there. Then what do I have? Then I have the remote control. So I opted for the controller that already has a screen on. Oh, it looks like it's got some toggle buttons, a few push buttons, some antennas that fold in and out, a couple of kind of joystick buttons there, and some toggles here, and some buttons on the back here. And these look sharp, so to me these need some kind of joysticks in there. But, yeah, look. Oh, that's quite handy. Got nifty storage place for the joysticks just in the back here, so I'm assuming that these lift out. Yeah, there's one, and I'm assuming that it will then go into there and screw in place. Yes, it does. So it screws in place, and then you've got like a joystick. That's quite handy. I've got to charge all this stuff, so I'll put that back in for safekeeping at the moment. So that's one remote control. And then the final thing should be the drone itself. Let's have a look. Oh yes. Oh, it's quite small, as you can see. My hand. It comfortably sits in the palm of my hand. It's got a strap around here, which says, please use the propeller holder to protect the propellers when storing. So it's a propeller holder strap. And then here behind this, I suppose this is protective cover, yeah, the camera. And it looks like you charge it. There's some charging ports at the back there. And it basically says, charge to activate the intelligent flight battery before using for the first time. So I wonder, does that have a battery in here as well? So let's see, does this strap come off? Yeah, so there's a button there that you can take off to open it up. That comes there, and looks like there are some propeller arms. I'm not going to force it because I've never used one of these before, but I think there's a battery in there. So this actually comes with 3 batteries. I'd forgotten how many batteries it comes with. And these are, I don't know how to open these arms, so I'm going to read the instructions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge it all up, get the instructions out, see how I get it started. The propellers do flap about a bit, so that's why there's a propeller guard. So I'll put that propeller guard back on, see how it all works, charge it all up and come back to you later. Oh, and I nearly forgot, it comes with a micro SD memory card. So that is the DJI Mini 4 Pro bundle. We do have some instructions here in terms of what we need to do. So make sure you're adequately insured. Check for no fly zones and any limitations in the area where you want to fly. Keep the drone in sight at all times. Maintain a safe distance between the drone and people, animals and other aircrafts. Inform your National Aviation Authority immediately if your drone is involved in an accident that results in a serious or fatal injury to a person and that affects a manned aircraft. Operate your drone within the limits defined in the manufacturer's instructions. Do not fly over large groups of people, minimizing flying over uninvolved people. Do not fly higher than 120 meters from the ground. Do not fly near aircraft and in the proximity of airports, helipads, and where an emergency response efforts is ongoing. Do not infringe other people's privacy. Do not record intentionally or publish photographs, videos, or audio recordings of people without their permission. Do not use a drone to carry dangerous goods or to drop materials. Do not modify your drone. Only software uploads recommended by the drone manufacturers are allowed. There you go. And then we have a quick start guide as well. Just looking at the instructions on here. So you don't pull it, you move it forwards like that. So you lift it. So this lifts up like that. And then this there pulls out like this. And this there pulls out like this. And then there are here on the side some push-in buttons and you just pull the battery out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the propellers away again, the propeller arms away like so, and then you lift, and that lifts up like that. 1, 2. So I'm going to do that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battery in here. I'm going to take this off, this warning here, and what I'm going to do is I am probably going to take this cable and charge the batteries all together. I'm going to plug that in there, and then I'm going to go and plug that in and charge that. So I've just plugged in the battery hub, and this is flashing, so I can only assume that I'll do this battery and then move on to these, but I'm not sure. But I've only got one set of battery lights flashing at the moment, which suggests that it's only charging this battery at the back here. But we will see. We'll see. So I'll come back to that in a little bit. I'm hoping that once those 4 lights light up, there's 4, I don't know if you can see, but there's four potential lights on here. I'm assuming once it's done that, then it'll move on to this one, but who knows. Right, so it's important to know that you can't just buy a drone and go and fly it. There are, at least here in the UK, there are laws on flying drones. And one of the things that you have to do is if your drone weighs 250 grams or more, or one fitted with a camera, it has to register with the Civil Aviation Authority. And then for those drones weighing more than 250 grams, you also have to pass a competency test on the Civil Aviation Authority website. So this one here, the DJI 4, is actually just under 250 grams. So it comes in at 249 grams, it's 1 gram below. So therefore, that suggests that I only need to register it on the CAA website, and I don't have to do a competency test. So if I go to the Civil Aviation Authority website, on there it tells me what I need to know. So it's got the drone and model aircraft code, and I'll share my screen with you. And on here it's got a PDF instruction manual, and it has all sorts of information, what you need to do in order to fly a drone safely. So basically, there are 2 IDs that you need before flying a drone or model aircraft outdoors in the UK. So you need a flyer ID, which shows you've passed the basic flying test, and an operator ID, which must be labelled on your drone or model aircraft. You may need to have both. So there's a table down here, and this tells you what type of ID you need. If you're flying a drone which is below 250 grams, which the DJI Mini is, and is a toy, then you don't need a flyer ID and you don't need an operator ID. Now, I wouldn't consider the DJI Mini 4 a toy, so that doesn't apply to us. If it's below 250 grams, is not a toy, and there's no camera, then you don't need either a flyer ID or operator ID. Ours has definitely got a camera, so that doesn't apply either. And if it's below 250 grams, it's not a toy with a camera, you don't need a flyer ID, but you do need an operator ID. And if it's above 250 grams, you need both a flyer ID and an operator ID. So the DJI Mini 4, based on that, is below 250 grams. It does have a camera, so in order for me to legally fly outside, I need an operator ID. So to get an operator ID, you have to be above 18. You don't necessarily have to be the owner of the aircraft. So then there is a place on here where you can register and take the test to fly. So you must be at least 18 to get an operator ID, and you must be at least 13 to get a flyer ID by yourself. So you need an email address, a debit or credit card if you're registering for an operator ID, and details of any insurance required. So you need to check there's any insurance, which I'll do that in a minute. And the prices for an operator ID is £11.13, and it lasts a year, so I suppose you have to re-register it every year. And then the flyer ID is free and it lasts 5 years. Right, so I've just put my email address in the website. It's sent me a 6-digit code, which I now need to enter in the website just to verify that this is indeed my email address. So let me put that in there. So then it asks you to select if yes or no you will be responsible for a drone or model aircraft. Select yes if you own or are responsible for the drone or model aircraft. So yes, that's because I will not be able to take the drone outside without that. Right, so let's just check to see if I need insurance. Insurance for drones and model aircraft below 20 kilograms. If you fly a drone or model aircraft that weighs less than 20 kilograms for fun, recreational sport or as a hobby, you can choose whether or not to have insurance. If you fly for any other reason, you must have third-party liability insurance. Instructions and laws and information on the Civil Aviation Authority website. I would suggest if you're planning on getting a drone, you do a bit of research beforehand, which I did do at the time, and I knew already that I would probably only need an operator ID. Okay, so I was trying to figure out where the memory card goes, and I think I found it. It's just at the back there, just above where the battery goes, and there's a little slot there to put the memory card in. So here's the memory card, and it just slots in, push it in like that, there you go. So I've just registered the DJI Mini. It was really straightforward and simple. So you have this little card here, there's a QR code on there which you scan, and then at the back of your DJI Mini, there's a QR code just in there by the serial number, and you scan that, and hey presto, you have registered your DJI Mini. Okay, so the DJI is fully charged, and we're coming out for its maiden flight. Weather's not great today, we had snow last night, and it's a little bit foggy, so it's not going to go very high. But we are at a disused airfield. It's actually quite warm. The snow is melting quite fast. Okay,
So
this
50
is it.
metres from there. Let's use that spot
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was thinking.
Oops.
One press and then the long press to switch it
Yeah,
on.
it needs to be facing away from you,
Okay.
according to the instructions at any rate.
Okay, we have flashing. You're putting the joysticks into the remote control.
Antennas up.
One press and a long press of the on button. Do you have to wait for the satellites to pick up?
Yeah, give it a chance to connect first.
Oh, it's a little bit windy.
Pre-flight check.
Perform a safety check before you fly.
Check propellers. Check gimbal orientation. Use with the rear side. Yeah, all done all that. Remote controller check. How do I make it go away? Start tutorial. No, I don't want a tutorial. Right.
All right, so you can do manual or auto takeoff, can
Yeah,
you?
so we're going to do auto takeoff.
Yeah, so what do you do?
It's got 23 satellites.
You press that and then hold that.
Take off. Home point updated.
Okay, now we're recording. Just going to tip the gimbal down a bit, turn it around to face us. That's pretty cool. Right, let's take it along the runway a little bit then. One second.
Oh dear, don't lose it. Whoa.
It's pretty stable in the wind, I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a gust as well. Just going to try the return home thing.
How do you do that then?
Return to
So you
home.
press the same button and then it comes up with an option to return home.
And then what's home? The remote control? Or where it took off?
No, where it took off from.
Landing. Landing.
Oh, cool.
That was pretty cool.
Press it once, take off.
Take a couple of steps back.
Take off.
Right, so then how do I gimbal down? That's zoom, up, down. Whoa,
Small controls.
that's zooming. Don't want to zoom, I want to go gimbal. That's up, gimbal down. Oh, there's Mark.
Huh.
There's me. Hi.
Right, stop looking at the drone.
Oh yeah.
Start looking at the control. That's where you're going to be flying it from most of the time, is by looking at the camera. So point it down the runway.
Right, let me get the gimbal to go up.
If you want to quickly reset the gimbal point,
Yeah.
it's this button behind on the left. And there's two options. You can press it once and it'll look straight down,
Okay.
and press it again and it'll look straight forward.
Okay.
And then you can move the gimbal from there as you see fit.
Oh wait, I keep pushing it forwards, but how do I get it to...
You push it forward with the right stick. Okay. Keep it in sight.
Yeah, because it's a bit foggy, isn't it? And then...
Can you see us before you come back?
Yeah.
You should also see a yellow icon on the screen showing you the home point.
Where's that?
Is it not showing it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. There, see that? It just blinked up briefly and then...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do I need to duck? Right, shall we try a catch?
Oh, what's it buzzing for?
Because you're close to the ground and we're obstacles. It sees us and doesn't want to bump into us.
Okay, so then gimbal down.
Are you having fun there? Are you having trouble coordinating what your left hand and right hand are doing?
No, I'm just, well, yeah, a little bit with it. Wait. It's, oh, you said press this one to go down, this one to go straight.
Yeah.
Ooh. Don't really want to put it over the fence just in case.
No, I agree. Although there's no fence, that's actually just fence posts, I don't.
Oh, is it? Okay. Whoa, it's quite fast.
Yeah, well, it can be fast, but in these gusts, just take it a bit easy. The amount of speed it's got is proportional to how far you're pushing the stick.
Yeah, I get that.
That's right.
Hello!
So now try the auto land.
So how do I go? So there?
Yeah.
Well, no, that.
Yeah.
Press on there.
Yeah.
And then go return
to
home.
Return to home.
Okay, and then what does it do?
Now it's going to fly over, probably see us as obstacles, so let's step back.
Landing.
Make sure the landing area is clear, press OK,
Okay.
Landing.
and then it lands. Not perfectly in the same spot.
No, it's not in the...
It's within like a foot, so...
Cool.
Right. Try a manual takeoff this time.
Okay, so wait a minute, show me how you do a manual takeoff.
So, down and left, it spins up.
Take off.
Sorry, down and in. Something to be aware of.
Yeah.
If you go down and in while it's in flight, it emergency cuts the motors off.
Oh, right, so then it drops to
Which
the
is a
ground.
bad thing.
Yeah.
So be careful what you're controlling.
Home point updated.
Home point updated.
That gives you much more control over the low level stuff there. We are really low. We're about a metre off the ground, just under a metre off the ground.
So I would say it's pretty easy to use. I have flown remote control planes before, but not very successfully. And it's quite intuitive. It moves really easily. The controls are quite simple.
It's looking straight down at you at the minute.
So what are your thoughts then?
I can't, it's very easy to control. It's definitely designed for
People like me?
anybody, really.
Anybody.
And that is fast.
Yeah, okay, let's not send it too far away,
Right,
because
you
now
can
I
just about see it.
can... Yeah. I can't see it anymore.
And return to home.
Return to home.
Okay, I've lost it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And we should get a nice video of it coming in on us. I can control the gimbal still, even while it's returning to home.
Sorry, it's gone really high. Why is it so high up?
Right, because it doesn't know where it is, it has a minimum altitude to avoid obstacles, and that's predefined.
Okay. Oh, God.
Area under aircraft unsuitable for landing. Control aircraft to land in safe.
Oh.
Fine, come down.
Landing.
Okay.
Take off. Home point updated.
Right, so it knows that you're there. Right, I'm just going to turn off the collision avoidance because you're going to catch it.
No, I'm not.
Fine, I'll catch it then.
Landing.
I love the way the gimbal follows. Look at that. So now the real question is, can I take off from there? Could you hold it like that for me? Just upright,
Okay,
but at arm's length. Okay, right, going to do a manual takeoff. So to start with, they'll just spin up. Don't let go until I tell you.
Okay.
Take off.
Let go. Right, get under it, get ready to catch it.
Landing.
Catch.
Got it.
Nice. So let's do automatic takeoff this time. Take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
Home points updated. God, it's getting windier, isn't it?
Yeah,
I feel like
I think we should stop it now, I think.
still flying to the wind. It should stop about there. There you go. So that's the minimum height it should be able to operate at. Quite impressive. It's recording all this, don't worry. Have you still got it? I
Yeah.
have, yeah. Now, interestingly, there's a hill. This is a test.
Have you got obstacle miss?
Here's a test. Oh, I should probably make sure that's turned back on, right? Yeah, let's go brake. So it should just stop. Whereas the bypass mode, in theory, avoids it.
Yeah, it should go up.
That's cool. So we can go up and over. Right, we're at 39%, so let's bring it home now. My fingers are starting to get cold. So we're going to do return to home one last time.
Return
It should go up as it does this. There you go, so it's going up to its minimum return to home altitude as it's flying towards us. Let me gimbal the camera down so I can see us. There it is.
Landing.
There.
Landing.
We'll try it on a clear day,
Yeah.
shall we? So press and press. No, press and then press and hold. That's it. Still flashing, and then it should stop, yeah. And then knock that off.